Thanks for joining us here at noon. We want you to take a look at this. It's a massive cloud of black smoke, and it's coming from a car along northbound I-465. This is over on the northeast side. So as you can see, that car just going up in flames as the crews work to put it out. Multiple lanes have been impacted by this situation. Since then, some lanes have opened back up. Traffic is starting to move at a normal pace. But as you can see, that thick black smoke and actual flames there on the interstate. Also, we're following our weather as we're bracing for rain this afternoon. Sean is tracking a system that's making its way across the state. We've already seen some rain this morning. Where are we at right now?
Yeah, it's going to be scattered. I'll say that, and it's going to be true for the next several days. Please know there is going to be a lot of rain-free radar time, but there is also some downpour potential. So it will keep you on your toes, going to keep us busy too. And you definitely probably have felt it. The muggy meter's on the climb now. Yesterday at this time, we had dew points that were in the 50s. Now we're flirting with 70 degrees. That is the air you can wear. Yes, we have had some hit and miss showers, much more hit right now, heavier, more concentrated area of rain and rumbles of thunder occasionally over northwest Indiana. This cloud cover that's now over the metro and points to the west, if you don't want a lot of rain later today, that may work in your favor. There's been more sunshine, more heating, and hence more instability on the periphery of this cloud canopy. So that would up the ante, I believe, over far eastern, southeastern Indiana, northeast Indiana in the coming hours. This is the remnant complex, but it is weakening right now. We had what looked like was going to be a sure shower move through the metro, and now it's just a few hit and miss areas. As I mentioned, some heavy storms over in far northwest Indiana if you're taking 65. Some rain right now over Terre Haute, over Sullivan. It's moving east, but it may actually weaken a bit. We're certainly going to miss the worst of the thunderstorms today, which will be over Missouri. But each day in our 7-day forecast, we have the shower potential. We'll have more on that ahead coming up here in a few minutes.
All right, Sean, thank you so much. And new this afternoon, we're learning that a third person has died following a crash on 86 and Meridian early yesterday morning. The Marion County Coroner has yet to release that person's name. Police are saying that 24-year-old Deshaun Williams was driving an SUV, ran a red light, hitting another car, and killing the driver. 3 other people in the SUV were taken to the hospital, and that's where 32-year-old Forrest Coffey Jr. later died. We are still waiting on the name of the other driver killed. Governor Braun is once again resetting the clock on the state's gas tax suspension. So this means Hoosiers will no longer need to worry about rushing to the pump for now. Previously, the governor said he could not extend the suspension without a special session or the help of lawmakers. But what he's linked to the new energy emergency changes that. He says Ukrainian strikes on Russian oil refineries and the Canadian wildfires contribute to the suspension. Now the state gets a 120-day window, and once again, the governor will assess the situation every 30 days.
I'm going to see if the underlying issues, justifying it, would soften over time. And if not, you can look to see what we did on the first one and be viewing it very similarly.
The governor also says he talked with leaders in the House and Senate to use the state's $5 billion in reserves to cover the lost revenue. City County councilors say they do not have enough votes for an override of the mayor's veto on a proposed wheel tax increase. This is the latest in the back and forth over BMV taxes. So you'll remember last month, Mayor Hogsett vetoed that proposal, and it would raise the wheel tax and vehicle excise surtax that drivers pay when registering their cars. Well, a vote to override it is set for Monday, and Democratic leaders confirm they are missing the votes to do that. They cannot override it without the right votes. Supporters say the move is necessary to fund city road repairs. The mayor says there are other ways to secure matching dollars from the state. The family of a man killed by police say they are still waiting to see the body camera video from that incident. Police say 21-year-old Dallas Jett fired at officers as they were responding to a disturbance call on July 22nd. 2 officers were hit, one of them by a fellow officer. A spokesperson for Jet's family says his relatives were supposed to see body cam footage after the second officer left the hospital. That happened Monday, but they say they still have not seen the clips. They also say the video could provide them with answers. The family adds their frustration is growing the longer they have to wait. IMPD says the delay is to protect the integrity of the investigation and that IMPD is, quote, committed to transparency and intends to respond to the family's request and share the footage with Mr. Jet's family as required under state law. In the courtroom this afternoon, the former Johnson County Coroner Mike Pruitt is scheduled for a change of plea hearing today. He's facing several charges after a 17-year-old girl's family says he stalked her and gave her alcohol. Pruitt is expected to plead guilty in a deal with prosecutors. He resigned from his position as coroner yesterday. We'll let you know what we hear, what we learn from today's hearing. Alrighty, Indy students heading back to school. They're meeting their new teachers and other students as well. And some of them are entering a new environment for the first time. We know that can be intimidating. And now a local program is stepping up to make sure these young people are focused and staying out of trouble with the start of the school year. Alex Almanza has that story.
You've heard about programs all over Indianapolis meant to empower young men and women. One program here on the east side is giving advice to young men, even if it's blunt. There's no fluff here.
Y'all hear me?
No sugarcoating it.
No, do y'all hear me?
Here is where mentor Kareem Hines keeps it real.
Whatever you dealing with, be accountable enough that you could go, you know what, mama, we need to what? Say it again. We need to talk.
New Breed of Youth Mentoring Program, or New Boy, is preparing every one of these kids to be an active member of society. AJ Poliskar says he wouldn't be here if it weren't for the program.
In jail or probably something with Child Protective Services, something like that.
He's now starting his freshman year of high school after previously being expelled.
Because the stuff that I did that had got me related to being expelled in New Boy, it was illegal.
But even though AJ has changed his ways, he admits he still isn't perfect, and Hines isn't letting accountability slip by.
Have you handled a pistol? Have you been with dudes with pistols? Okay, 2 claps. I'm gonna say this for him, for AJ. We've been on this journey with him for a long time, and I'm so glad you were honest.
As AJ continues to grow, he's still given new chances.
Now we good, clean slate. We clean slate now, me and you are good. You hear me? Come here.
For Hines, it's a clean slate, but the message has always been the same.
If we create a safe space for kids, they will talk about anything. We call it connection before correction.
Even if it's a 3rd or 4th correction.
Do you feel like a lot of people should get second chances like that?
Yes, everybody deserves a second chance. Doesn't matter what they do.
For AJ, the work isn't over for his chance to get it right. Hines says he hopes these boys take this advice into their adult lives. In Indianapolis, Alex Almanza, 13 News.
On New this afternoon from the Fever, Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston will be representing USA basketball this fall in the 2026 FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup. And that tournament will be in Berlin from September 4th to the 13th. The players will also be joined by Fever head coach Stephanie White. White was previously announced as an assistant coach for the tournament.